Hello guys, welcome to module 5. This module is going to be about campaign settings and optimizations. Okay, so this is going to be a very important module for this product. Firstly, let's check what we are going to cover on this module. So I will talk about campaign settings with a very detailed way, okay? And then about the keywords and match types, bees, targeting, demographics, and conversion list, okay? So these are, for this stuff, they are corresponding with Bing Ads dashboard, and these two ones will be the detailed data from CPV lab. But definitely for the heat map and also conversion list, I will explain to you later. Okay. So firstly, let's have a look. When we talk about setting up a campaign, what stuff are involved? Okay. So firstly, we have to do keyword research, right? No matter for doing research with spy tools or with manual research, or we use keyword intelligence tool from Bing dashboard. Usually we need to set up around 100 keywords in the beginning, because if the keywords we set up in one campaign is less than 100 keywords, and then we have too less traffic, right? Firstly, we need to ensure that the traffic comes, and then we optimize the campaign, and then we can make money out of it, right? If there's no traffic, right, then it's nothing. So firstly, about the keywords research. So usually the tools I use is about the keyword intelligence tool from Google and from Bing. Okay, you can find them on the Bing dashboard and Google AdWords dashboard. Besides that, I also use Manual Spy. Okay, so when you do any verticals, something like muscle building or skincare, you just search this kind of keywords on Bing, and then you will find a lot of very important keywords, right? You collect all of them, right? And altogether you can make 100 and above. The long tail keywords and also the short keywords, so combined together, it should be more than 100. And then about the ad creation. So because we are doing the split testing, right, for CPA marketing, we need to create at least two keywords. But when we compare the conversion rate about the ads, right, we should make sure that the parameters are not cross too much. When I mean cross too much, is something like when we want to compare the uh, converting rate about the headline, right, then we should keep the body the same. But if we want to compare the body, and then we need to keep the headline the same. Okay, if we are split testing too many parameters at the same time, then the trend will be not so obvious, so that it will be very hard for you to really decide which ad you will keep and which ad will kill, right? So do not do split testing with so many parameters at one time, unless you have a lot of clicks, right? If you have many clicks, then it's good enough for you to optimize several parameters at one time, right? um, so for this part, I think in the next video I will explain to you some very detailed examples why we are not split testing several parameters at one time. Otherwise, it will need a lot of clicks, which means we need to have a big budget in the beginning, and usually that's not the case, right? So, and then we need to develop a very great landing page, as talked before, and we will use the advertorial page, which we can actually get these kind of pages by Manual Spy, right? We can find a lot of these advertorial pages promoting skincare and muscle. And then we need to set up a Bing Ads account, as well as then we need to set up a CP Lab account to track the campaign, right? To get all the details. When everything is ready, and then we'll just launch the campaign, right? And then we need to monitor the performance of these ads, right? Of this campaign. from both from the information from the Bin Ads dashboard and also from the CPV lab, right? Usually from CPV lab we can check a lot of informations, which I also explained to you in the last session. Once we have the data from CPV lab, then we can campaign. For this campaign, we can conclude, and we also can assess, right? Assess what kind of performance this kind of campaign is, and also we, based on the analysis of this campaign, and we can provide some feedback if we are going to scale up the campaign or want to make again this kind of circle, right? Unless we have a good ROI and then we scale, right? Okay, so this is a screenshot of the Bin Ads dashboard. But we have to be clear that from last year, in the beginning of last year, Bin already updated their surface of terms, right? For the content network, now they are no longer delivering any ads, right? So we are now focused on Bin search network. From search network, there are also two very important factors. First one is you deliver your ads from Bing and Yahoo, syndicated and search partners, right? Or you only deliver your ads from search partners. So the search partners and also the syndicated partners, these are different. Usually we need to pay much more, much higher bids for search only, which is owned by Bing, right? Because it's on the homepage of Bing, so you need to pay more. But if for the syndicated, which I mean, the search bar is something like a widget, right, from the third-party websites. For this kind of Bing search, you are going to pay less, and this is the part that usually can bring you some really good profit, because your cost per click will be very low, and also the traffic is very highly targeted, which is really allows you have the conversion rate, right? If it makes you the conversion, but if the cost per click is too high, then you still have no profit. That's almost the same with Google AdWords, right? But here for the syndicated search partners, there is still a big chance. So usually here, because the content network is blocked, and then we set this with 0. For search network bids, usually we start with 0.5. Okay, then for demographics, right? Because for skincare, for this kind of trail products, because the rebuilding will take around $75, so usually it's better to target those ladies with younger age. Usually they should be above 35 years old, right? For the juniors and teenagers, it's very hard, right? They don't have that money to pay this kind of products, so they're not taking it, right? Otherwise, you have very low rebuilding rate. Some of the vendors care about the rebuilding rate. If you have too low rebuilding rate, then they will knock you off promoting that offer, right? So we target usually the seniors above 35 years old. For device, we need to compare the device, the targeting with desktop and mobile device, right? This kind of two targetings make a great difference, because we have to know that nowadays more than 50% of the traffic is delivered from mobile device, and mobile traffic actually at the moment is the quality is very high from Bing, based on our experience, and the payment, I mean the pay-per-click from mobile device is also low. So so we should be aware of this. When we set up a campaign, we should separate the mobile device and also the desktop device. We need to separate. We need to compare and do the split testing of this kind of targeting. So this is just a screenshot of one of such Bing Ads campaign, Bing Ads dashboard, right? So you can see that for device, operation system, device type, right? Delivery mesh type, either from broad, phrase, or exact, right? For all this stuff, they actually you can set in your Bing Ads dashboard. I think later in the next video I will walk you through from a live Bing Ads account, so that you can have more information, right, about the entire settings of a campaign, which I think is very helpful for you to really take action to set everything up. Okay, so For this one is also a screenshot of Bing as searching results. For example, if I search women's shoe, right, then there will be several ads from here, and also a lot of ads from the let's say from the widgets, right? So there are basically two parts. I will share my experience with you that mostly my ads is focused on this side, right? They are not here because here you get a lot of clicks, and also you need to pay very high cost per click because you need to rank your ads at the very top, right? But usually for a customer, when he search for something, right, he usually goes deep. He is tend to analyze these results from the top to the bottom and also from the right side, right? Actually, the position 6, 7, and 8, these positions are people are really looking for solution of their searches, right? They're really looking for products, for kind of solution, and here is the places that we need to put our ads in. And usually these kind of places, this position, you need to pay much less than here. So that's again a great chance for us to make profit of it, right? So basically in this video, I just talk about these very important aspects of a live campaign. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through a live Bing Ads account so that you can get the detailed information about setting up a campaign. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.